Hey, good morning. I'm going to do the wake up call in a second. Brian's introducing me, and I have the AirPods on, so you can't hear him, but that's okay. He's introducing. He's introducing, saying nice things about me, which is cool. Good morning, Brian. And wowzers, what a webinar last night. Jim was on fire. He was going. He's like, I love when Jim is like, he's so in his element. He's such a good teacher. He's so clear. Good morning, everybody. Again, it's Diane Hochman. I'm out here in Connecticut. Today is going to be a tropical day. We're going to get up to about 38 degrees, and then we're getting a whopper of a snowstorm, I hear. So after the call, I'm going to go batten down the hatches. But before I do, we're going to meet up over at MLSP fan page to just, have some community and talk and Q&A and all kinds of stuff. And it's interesting. Oh, and PS, and by the way, if you're listening to this live, I will be doing the 6 p.m. Eastern social media training. We're going to do a top earner Q&A. You can bring me all your questions, your toughest stuff. Like maybe like how do you make $1.5 million here at MLSP would be a great question. I could show you. So it's interesting that Brian during the pre-call was talking about some things that I had on my heart today. The topic is, are you afraid of this? Are you scared of this? Sometimes, and he said it in the pre-show, last night we had an incredible skills clinic, a webinar where we were learning how to use a tool called Canva. And I got to tell you, I'm a Canva idiot. So I tuned in myself because, I want to learn because the stuff looks pro. I use something else and it doesn't look as pro. It's okay. And it's quick and I can get something done really quick, but it doesn't look as pro. And if I'm making something that I want to have for a period of time or utilize for a while, it's really great to learn that skill and Jim said this many times last night, to hire someone. If I'm going to make something that's going to be something I'm going to give away for the next several years, it's really worth hiring someone. But I thought, and guys, I've been doing this a long time, and there's only two things I focus on. There are only two things I focus on, leads and sales. Okay, leads and sales. If you didn't generate leads this week, you don't got a business. Sorry, straight up. I'm like Mama Bear. I'm Mama Bear. I've been here for a long time. I'm just going to say it like it is. If you're new, don't worry. I love you. We'll get you down the road and we'll get you started and we'll train you like from the ground up. That's why I hang out here. The training goes from baby marketer, just got started, just had a marketing awakening and realized there's something beyond, just pestering friends and family, to people that are very advanced. Okay. We have everything. We have everything all the way down the road. But I kept thinking, it's so easy to get caught up in busy work. And the reason why we do that sometimes is because we're afraid of what if. Okay, so let's back up. I said there's two things I focus on, leads and sales. If you didn't generate leads this week, you don't got a business. If you didn't generate sales this week, you don't got a business. Now, it's okay if you're just getting started. Don't beat yourself up. Or even if you've been around the block a few times and you look back and you go, I didn't make any sales last week. I haven't made any sales since the beginning of the month. It's okay, because that was then, this is now. But now I want to get you focused. Okay. And I want us to think about what scares us and where are we hiding. Okay. And this is maybe a heavy call today. I don't think it's heavy. I think it's therapeutic. I think it's important. But it can be a little heavy. Back in the day, and I always say that, God, I always sound so old. My God, back in the day, guys, for us, it was like we'd print business cards. We hadn't prospected anybody. We hadn't sold any product. We hadn't done this, but we've had business cards, or we'd rearrange our desk, or we'd buy a new planner, or we'd create a new flyer. And of course, back then it was like, I remember I was so excited because I learned how to use Microsoft Publisher, and I can make a fancy flyer. And then I'd go down to Staples and I'd buy a ream of like peachy paper or blue paper, or I learned how to get cardstock, and I learned how to create flyers, and I'd put them on cardstock, and then I had a paper cutter of my own so I could make my own flyers and stuff. And I would spend all this time making the cutest flyer. You know what happened to the flyers that we used to hang up on bulletin boards and in bathrooms and all over the place? They got thrown away. 99.9% of them. Now, sometimes people would put it in their purse or in their wallet and they'd call and we'd get a sale. But most of the stuff that we were doing got thrown away, right? It got thrown away by the person who cleaned the bathroom, or the person who organized the bulletin boards, or the person at the laundromat, or the person that, cleaned up at the gas station, because we used to stick them on the gas pump. We used to stick them everywhere. I littered the whole state of Connecticut. I did it like pretty much the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. And, I would just hang flyers anywhere because that's what we had back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So today I want us to grasp, and we can talk about this tonight on the social media training if you guys want. Social media is fleeting, just like the flyers were. Okay, social media is fleeting, just like the flyers were, with a few exceptions. Okay. And mostly the exceptions are that you created a piece of content, perhaps a video or a post or something, and then you personally recycle it. But the actual original post, except for sometimes on YouTube, it's fleeting. If I post something on Facebook today, by this afternoon or by tomorrow, it's all the way down on the feed, and it's not even, it's all the way down on my wall, and it's not even showing up in the feed anymore. If I promote the Wednesday webinar, right? Wednesday comes, awesome. We get leads, we get people to the webinar, and then it's Thursday. It's fleeting. Okay. Now this is not negative, by the way. It's just trying to give you some focus. Social media is fleeting. So therefore, we really have to look at what we're focusing on and what we're putting our time into, and then what are we avoiding? If I go, can I say naughty words? I don't think I can, but Brian does occasionally. If I go balls to the walls, sorry guys, ACDC, it's like, it's my age group. Okay. Balls to the walls. I go nuts. I start posting. I'm on every group. I'm everywhere. I'm just going nuts. I'm promoting. I'm posting. I pick a couple of our campaigns. I go to town. The people aren't sitting and contemplating whether your lines were perfect on the graphic, or whether your spell, like I send out letters constantly that have typos in them. And then I got like the 3 like green personalities that write me back and go, Diane, you had a typo in your letter. In the meantime, I made like $12,000 with the letter, right? I had somebody recently do that. They're like, your letter was grammatically incorrect. And this isn't, I'm like, great, I made 12 grand, not an income claim, but true. Yeah, guys, I do, I do a lot of email marketing. What people are looking for is a connection to someone that they think can help take them to the next level. Okay. They're looking for someone that can help take them to the next level. So the first step is believing that that person is you. Okay. Believing that that person is you. Now, me, I at this moment in time, could change at any minute. I'm the number 1 earner here, right? Do I know all the stuff? Like, could I do the webinar that Jim did last night? I can barely use Canva at all. I can't even like make a little like Kim Ward does such beautiful stuff, and Lisa Torres uses Canva like crazy. She makes beautiful stuff. Every time I look at her Instagram, I'm like, damn, it looks nice. Damn, it looks good, right? She's real good with that stuff. I am not. I could not teach that webinar last night by far. I could sit and like ooh and ah, Jim. I could be like color commentary. I could be like the Ed McMahon to his Johnny Carson. I could sit there and point out to people how cool this is. But I couldn't teach it if I wanted to. But here's the question: do I need to, or do I just need to invite people and promote and get them in front of Jim and let him do the razzle dazzle and let him make them all want to be part of the community. I am a person who can take people to their next level, not through my own skill and knowledge, but through my affiliation with those that have the skills and knowledge that the marketplace wants. You might want to write that down. You might want to write it in first person because it's true of you. You write, I am a person that can take someone to their next level, not through my own skill base, but through my affiliation with those that possess those skills. What does that mean? When I started in MLM and network marketing, right? I knew nothing. I was selling weight loss and I was super fat. I'm saying that laughing at myself and enjoying myself, but it's true. I was out telling people they should try these products, try my shake, try my diet pills, try my product. But I did not have the knowledge of everything because I was just getting started, right? I went on to lose a bunch of weight, then I gained it back. So, and then I lost weight, and then I gained weight, and now I'm losing weight again. So we'll see, and I'm not poking fun at myself or whatever. It is what it is, what it is, what it is. That's one of my weaknesses. I did not have the knowledge base to teach someone how to run that business. What I did have was the enthusiasm and belief that I had access to that which could help somebody take it to their next level, not my next level. It's not for me to tell someone what they should be doing, how they should be doing it. I'm not here to tell you how to run your business. None of us here at My Lead System Pro are. Brian said in the pre-call too, we want you to have all kinds of business interests. We're here to teach you to be a real marketer. What you want to market, how you want to sell it, what you want to do, that's up to you. But very often we hide in the rearranging of our desk, figuratively. We hide in looking at TikTok videos all day trying to figure out one to make. We hide in reading the feed versus posting on the feed. We hide in watching the lives instead of doing the lives because we're afraid, because we think that we do not have the capacity to help someone go to their next level. And we do through our affiliation with those that possess those skills. Guys, I made a fortune bringing people to a guy when I work with him. I just put people in front of him. I just sat there and said, listen to this guy, put people in front of him. They buy something, I make 50%, right? At the time, it was pretty cool. It's like, I said, here, come to this call, listen to him, see if you dig him. Boom, 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 boom. They buy a $500 set and I make $250. Now, for a little housewife, that was a lot of money, right? $250. One night I pop 3 sales, I make $750. That'd be like crazy, right? That'd be crazy. I made a career of putting people in front of those that possess the knowledge. Last night, I got leads because I put them in front of Jim. Many times I make a boatload of money by putting people in front of Brian. I see somewhere around here that my friend Angel's here. I put people in front of her, made money. I put people in front of success stories. So if you're hiding in the busy work, in the rearranging your desk, in the creating a new graphic, and I'm all for creating graphics. I do courses on how to batch create graphics, right? How to mass create something so you can stockpile, you can batch. I'm doing right now, I'm doing with videos. I'm batching. It's a technique. We can talk about it. Come at 6 o'clock, ask me a question about it. But if you're hiding, it's because you're afraid of perhaps that I won't know how to answer the questions, or I won't know what to say, or I don't know the information. So we just solved that. We're going to put the people in front of the people that possess the skill they want. And I am the queen of that because I do not possess 99% of the marketing skills that everybody thinks they want to buy or learn, yet I made more money than everybody here. Isn't that interesting? I do not possess the marketing skills that everybody thinks they want to learn, yet I've made more money than everybody here. Now, that's not a fair comparison, by the way, and that's not a any kind of you know, my colleagues have all different business interests. So maybe I put a little more focus here. I just love it here. So maybe I put a little more focus here. Maybe I put a little more into it. Maybe I was given a little bit of a leg up or some opportunities over the years. Let's just be fair. And let's just be fair and not be like, oh, beat my chest. That's not my point. My point is, I don't know how to do the bulk of the stuff. I'm ADHD and I am challenged with some of the stuff. I'm on a need to know basis, like the military. When I need to know it, I'll sit down and figure it out. Right now, I'm doing an audio show every morning and I've been learning how to rip the video. Or it's a video, but it's audio, but it's a video. Learning how to rip it, learning how to convert the thing, learning how to edit it real quick. And I figured it out and I can pretty much do it in like 4 minutes. Okay. It took me a little while to figure it out, but now I can do it. I was on a need to know basis. I wanted to do this. I looked at hiring someone. They wanted a boatload of money to do something that I knew was simple. I figured it out. You can figure anything out, but I have not built a career on figuring it all out. And I have not built a career like I could have just spent the next 3 weeks trying to learn how to edit something. And I could have not made any sales and I could have not generated some leads, and I could have sat and I could have made believe I was running a business. Be easy to make believe I was running a business. I'm editing audio for my podcast that nobody listens to, you know. Guys, I'm not being mean. I'm just being straight up. If you find that you're afraid, so you might be afraid of, I won't know the answers. You don't have to know the answers. I know it's hard because your ego is like, I have to know. You don't have to know. You might be afraid that you have a particular thing that you're weak at or that you have a deficit at. Maybe you're not technical like me. You don't got to be technical because you align yourself with places that do the things for you or do pages for you, or you hire someone to do some stuff. That's cool. And if you're on a budget, don't start hiring people. I love people. I've made no money, but I'm spending $600 a month on an assistant. Okay, that makes sense. Guys, I'm all about running and a profit. Profits are better than wages, as Jim Rohn taught me. I'm all about running at a profit. You can get an assistant, you can get a mansion, you can get a yacht, you can be Thurston G. Howell, whatever his name was, from I don't know, mansion and a yacht. You can be all of that as you go down the road, but your job this week is to get some leads. Use a done for you page if you don't know how to build one. Create something simple. Use our we have the custom campaigns. You just type in a subject line and fill in the blanks, put in a picture. That's it. It's very simple. It's training wheels for you. We have all of this. We also have very advanced, very sophisticated stuff and more coming. I've been like pestering the guys to show me, they got tricks. Oh, good. Somebody knows about Gilligan's Island. Thank you. Because people are messaging me. I know a lot of you guys are listening to me on just audio, but some people are messaging me right now. So that's cool. There's stuff coming that's going to take us all to a whole nother level. So the question is, do you want to bring the people and put them in front of it and let them decide if this is the answer for them, if this is going to take them to the next level? Or do you want to shrink down and say, I'm scared of this, or maybe not even acknowledge that you're scared of it? Shrink down. Make yourself small and miss out on all of it. Which one is it? Which one is it? Can we suppress, Danny Johnson, whatever her name is, Danny Johnson used to talk about ego versus bank account. I'm sure other trainers have talked about that too. Which one do you want? Do you want to enhance your bank account, or do you want to submit to your ego that tells you that you're not enough? Well, no, when it comes to Canva, I'm not enough, but guess what? Jim Finale is more than enough. When it comes to creating incredible sales presentations with incredible gifts and product cascades and everything. I understand how to do it all, but it's hard for me to do it, with the way my mind works. So I can sit here and go, well, I can't do that, but Brian can. but Brian can. Think about your programs, think about your affiliate programs, whatever you're involved with. And we have an incredible affiliate program, but think about your MLMs. And you sit there and you go, well, I didn't lose enough weight yet, so I can't talk about the product. It's January. Everybody wants to lose weight. Put them in front of somebody who did. Put them in front of somebody who did. I'm watching one young lady ripping it up right now. She's in a program I'm very familiar with that I've been involved with. And she's lost, I don't know how much she weighs now. She's probably over 300 pounds, but she's probably also lost 100 pounds. And I don't know, could be, I don't know the numbers. I'm just guessing. She is so gosh darn appealing. Her videos go viral. People are just buying stuff from her like crazy. She is so darn appealing. She's showing off that she's now fitting into a dress, or she's now fitting into leggings that she couldn't wear before. I mean, she couldn't get her feet into shoes before, right? And her progress is so inspiring. And she could have sat there and went, I'm still too heavy. I can't make a video. I'm still too heavy. I can't tell people about the product that's been making a difference for me. I'm still too heavy. I can't do a dance on TikTok. But it is the fact that she does that makes her so gosh darn exciting. What time is it? Yeah, we're going to wrap this thing up. I learned early in my career from a man named Larry Thompson. Actually, I learned it from his descendants, people who learned from him, who learned from him, who learned from him. People are going to ask you a question. It sounds so cheesy to say this, but it's an attitude. It's not a thing to say. Somebody's going to ask you a question, like, how do you do this on Canva? And I'm only using Canva as an example because we had a webinar about it last night. Could be anything. How do you do this? How do you do that? And, well, what about are these vitamins approved by the FDA? Is this, and this? Somebody's always going to have some question or rejection type of thing. And he taught us all to say, I don't know about that. All I know is. And somebody might go, well, that's cheesy. Would say it a different way, say it your way. But if somebody asks me a question about Canva, the first thing I say is, you know what? I don't know. I'm a Canva idiot, but I got a great recording of a webinar that my friend Jim did where he just walks through how to do this stuff. He's a whiz at it. Am I going to get that lead? Yeah, I'm going to get that lead. They're going to go, if they turn it into a campaign, they didn't yet. But if they turn it into a campaign and somebody asks me a question about it, I don't know nothing about it. And you know what? I love you, Jim, but I'm probably not going to become a Canva pro, although I might upgrade. They have some cool video templates, and I'm watching Torres is doing some really cool stuff, and I keep going, how's she doing it? She's doing it with Canva. So maybe I'll go ahead and get myself one of those accounts. And maybe I'll mess with a little bit, but I will never mess with it to the extent that it keeps me from generating leads and sales. Hear me. I will never mess with anything. The editing that I was doing yesterday, the this, the that, the different tools. I own every piece of software under the sun. I buy them all with hopes that they might be easy for a girl like me. And a lot of times I mess with them. I spend $49 on a piece of software. I mess with it. And in about 20 minutes, I go, You know why? Because it's going to keep me from leads and sales. Now, if something becomes important and a very important part of my life and part of my business and it needs to get done, I'm either going to learn it, I'm going to hire someone to teach me it, or I'm going to hire someone to do it. And I'm not big into hiring, guys. I know a lot of people tell you got to hire all these people. I'm not big into hiring people. It takes me too long to explain it all, and then they don't think, and they just do it like goofy way, and I'm just like, forget it. And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm a solopreneur through and through. What can I tell you? But guys, what are you scared of? What are you scared of? Is it keeping you pushing papers around on your desk, figuratively? Is it keeping you answering comments from people that are never going to be a prospect? Is it keeping you doing busy work, minutia? If you didn't generate 5 leads, at the end of the day, you gotta take a look. You gotta take a look. If you're avoiding people because you're afraid they will judge you, well, they're always going to judge you. That's what humans do. Are you going to let that separate you from your destiny, you from your dream, you from everything that you ever wanted? And if you're hiding because you feel like you don't know it all, You're never going to. And every time I think that I'm pretty secure and I know what I'm doing, now there's Web 3. I was there when Web 2.0 was born. Now there's Web 3. I don't know nothing about it. I'm learning. I'm learning new stuff to learn. But gang, there's always going to be somebody marketing something in a way that makes you feel like you don't know. It's called sales. They're trying to sell you something. Okay? Okay? Hang with us. Connect with us. If you're not a member yet, it's myleadsystempro.com. Okay? Come talk to the person who invited you to the call. Get in the doors for $1. Yeah, we're that confident of what we have. Okay, the only reason we do the dollar is because it makes it easier. We give it to you for free, but it makes it easier when we do the dollar. Come, go in that back office, poke around, take a look, and figure out that you could be generating leads for your business now. You could be learning communication skills now. You could be learning ways to put people in front of offers now. Don't get caught in the busy work, and yet at the same time, every single day, sharpen your saw so that over time you become a pro. I'll see you guys over at MLSP fan page. Join me. We'll do a little video chat, hang out for a few minutes, and then I'll send you guys off to start your day, get your day going. I know it's late on the East Coast. Rock your day. Don't be afraid. We got your back. I'll see you later. All right. For those of you that are watching over here, thanks for stopping by. I didn't get a chance to look at the comments because I was doing the call. It's first day doing the call on my AirPods, so I was like all excited. So if I can help any of you, you guys know, just hit me up right here on Facebook, or if you're on YouTube, I know there's some people watching on YouTube in the messaging, or you can hit me up at Diane Hochman at Gmail. And if you guys haven't heard, I'm doing a show every morning at 10 o'clock on Facebook with their audio rooms, new videos over at YouTube, all kinds of stuff going on. I'm going to head over to the fan page, mlspfanpage.com, and hang out with everybody. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you guys later. Take care.